Welcome back to another quick hit. This week's episode is brought to you by Taxation Without Representation. No, actually, that's a different video. We're going to do that in the future, but that topic is coming. This week, we're going to talk about NORSEE, N-O-R-S-E-E. I told you to do some homework on NORSEE in a previous video, and I hope you did it. NORSEE is the non-required safety enhancing equipment. So these things are not required for your airplane to be operational and airworthy, but they're enhancements that you can make to improve safety and situational awareness. The perfect example is like an engine monitor. There are engine monitors out there in the wild that are $8,000. And for someone like you who just recently bought a $20,000 airplane, that's a tough pill to swallow. When realistically that unit should be maybe $1,000 or $500 to give you basic EGT and CHT readings, the stuff that you want to know for engine health in general. And you can keep all the other gauges on your instrument panel, the oil pressure, the RPMs, manifold pressure. The things that the airplane was certified with will stay because they're your primary units. Then the other systems that you monitor, CHT, EGTs, can hop in on a different unit or electronic unit or a plug-in thing and provide you more safety value. So today we're going to talk a little bit about this unit as an example only. This is the Falcon EMS, the engine monitor from Falcon Avionics, and it is certified under NORSEE, N-O-R-S-E-E. It's even stamped as such on the back of the unit. This manufacturer from Falcon Avionics would have gone to the FAA with a proposal and said, hey, FAA, I have a unit that we can put into an airplane and get supplemental information that will not change anything else about the airplane. And that's exactly what this unit does. You can add PMA'd EGT and CHT probes as a minor alteration, perhaps. You'd have to talk to your A&P about your pathway to get it done legally for your airplane. And then you can just plug those units, the CHT and EGT probes, into this box that already has little receptacles on the side. Quick release receptacles, I love these. And you all of a sudden have EGT and CHT on all your cylinders for less than the cost of the labor on installing a full-up engine monitoring system. This box, when I bought it, I think was $800, $850. And it does more than CHT and EGT. It actually has the ability to do RPM, fuel flow. It measures amperage and voltage, fuel pressure, oil pressure, fuel quantity, manifold pressure, outside temperature. It does a lot. So you have to keep what you already have so the airplane stays exactly the same, but then you add something like this to improve the safety and enhance the way that you deal with the airplane. I think that is a huge win. And this unit was $800. This actually runs off of Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, perhaps. There's a little antenna on the side. So you're not adding a gauge to the airplane. You're using your iPad, for example, that you already use for ForeFlight, and you are running this unit wirelessly. No more modifications other than mounting this thing in the airplane, installing the probes, and then running the wires to it. So under NORSEE, this manufacturer has proved to the FAA that if this unit goes bad in flight, your airplane will not fall out of the sky. That's the litmus test. Or if this unit stops functioning, you're not going to lose primary indication. Your vacuum system is going to keep going. So that's what NORSEE can do for us. And more manufacturers need to start stepping down that path. Now, the reason this is so exciting is because you can have a conversation with your A&P and show them that there is a legal way, a legal pathway to add a unit that's a lot cheaper than the name brand units that are out there. So the FAA wants this to happen. It's a paperwork reduction for them. It's a safety improvement for you. It's a paperwork reduction for the manufacturers who are making stuff like this. And it's an overall win for general aviation. We just have to get more smart and have more people try to go down the NORSEE pathway. It reduces the amount of testing that would have to be done on a unit like this to the point where the manufacturer should be able to pass on the savings to you. So you can go online and find a list of NORSEE approved items on the FAA's website. I'll also put that link in the description. I just think that that list isn't well maintained. Because I know of other people personally, like my friend Mike, who's got NORSEE approved things out there, like the landing gear, like Overwatch system that ensures that your landing lights are doing what they're saying they're doing instead of being shorted out. Might help to prevent a gear up landing, but the system keeps working exactly the same as it was working before. But that doesn't make the list. I don't know the last time the list was updated. So we're going to learn more about NORSEE. I'm going to have a more dedicated video in the future, maybe talking to industry professionals about NORSEE, or maybe I'll just do the research myself and present it to you, because just like you, I can go onto the internet, onto credible websites like the FAA's website, and learn more about NORSEE myself. I need you to learn more about NORSEE. I need you to educate your A&P about NORSEE. That way, when you show up with a unit like this, they're not scrambling to figure out how to legally install it in the airplane. The NORSEE approval is as good as an STC, and in my mind, maybe even better, because it's getting us to safe operations, more safe operations sooner rather than later. Remove the roadblocks, let the people do what they have to do. Stop spending everything you own on general aviation. It doesn't have to be this expensive. The elites do not want you to know this, but things can still be affordable in general aviation if we're just a little bit smarter. All right, there's your homework again. Go learn about NORSEE. Ask me questions about NORSEE down below. Maybe we can do some research together. Maybe buy a NORSEE thing that enhances your safety on your airplane. And to my new friend, Jimmy, who is rebuilding this beautiful Comanche and has an engine that he is wanting to monitor with a unit like this. This one will be in the mail in the next 25 minutes on its way to you. And I'm excited to potentially partner with you and show the people what you've been doing to restore this airplane with your own time and your own money. So NORSEE is a part of that story, and I just wanted to bring that to you. Okay, 8.5 minutes. I've done 2 versions of this video. I don't know which one I'm going to post. This one seems fitting. Oh, and if you're asking, is my microphone actually just a screwdriver? Yes. Yes, it is. Because I nerd like that. Thanks for tuning in. Stay warm. It's very cold in this hangar. I'm ready to leave. I've got work to do. And I'll talk to you soon. NORSEE, NORSEE. Do better. Educate yourself. Let's get smarter to save general aviation and pay your taxes. Okay, for a little extra value, let's do some quick Q&As, because I could imagine what you're going to ask in the comments at some point. Question 1, why not just add an automotive style EMS as a minor alteration? Yeah, if you're the airplane owner under Part 91 operations, you might be able to do that legally with the help of your A&P, but a manufacturer like Falcon Avionics could not sell you that part to be put on a certified airplane without some sort of approval. And in this case, that approval process was NORSEE. Now, they could have done an STC, a multi-use STC, they could have had PMAs, but it's a longer process to get those things done for a part like this. It's just adding value, improving safety. So less roadblocks and more improving safety, less paperwork to process for an STC. You get out with a NORSEE approved device, you move on with your life. Okay, question 2. What if my iPad fails? Well, congratulations. The airplane will keep flying. And in my mind, if your iPad is that critical to your mission, you're doing something wrong. Your iPad might be out of battery, the screen might break, or it might blow out the window. You should still be able to fly this airplane if you are installing a NORSEE device. It shouldn't affect the way you fly the airplane. You should be able to launch without your iPad. The airplane is still airworthy. Question 3. What would this do to my airplane's resale value? Here's my saying, I think about the owner I am today, not the seller I will be tomorrow. We talk about airplane values a lot, and yeah, you got to think about protecting your future investment, but unless you're thinking of flipping this airplane anytime soon, I'd say improving the safety and the product that it is today is well worth your time and your effort. Now, in the future owner might ask you to remove this NORSEE approved device, as well as any other device that you've put on the airplane that they're not satisfied with. And it is your decision to deny that, request. You can still just have an airplane and have it be an airplane as long as you want it to be an airplane. I don't know. I don't think about that. All right. Question, what is this for? Is this only for manufacturers? No. You as a private person, you, me, or your neighbor can design a product, make a plan for that product, write down how it's supposed to work, what you're going to do to continue its airworthiness. So instructions for continued airworthiness, make a test plan, how you're going to test it out, and then prove to the FAA. You can go to the FAA and prove that this unit will be satisfactory to them under the NORSEE rules. So, individuals can get together and try to design a thing, take it to the FAA, and hopefully it's a much shorter process than trying to get an STC that you can sell to multiple airplanes. And then the final question, can NORSEE help me get approval for the unobtainium part on my Cessna or Beechcraft or Piper or Grumman, blah, blah, blah? No. NORSEE is more about enhancements to the product that it already is. It's an airworthy airplane. It will fly. It has been flying. You're just adding a level or an extra layer of safety and situational awareness, just an improvement on top of what you already have. Now, if you want to reverse engineer something or replace the part or improve the part that you're missing in any way, make it stronger or more flexible or last longer, you are still going to have to go down the paths that we already have, like field approvals, maybe a single-use STC where you can't sell it. You can only put it on that that serial number that your airplane is. Or maybe you can go down the pathway of getting a multi-use STC to support everybody else in the community. But NORSEE is not the way. This sounds a lot more like VARMA, V-A-R-M-A, the Vintage Aircraft Replacement and Modification Article Program. And we're going to talk a little bit more about VARMA in a quick hit. Now, I know you probably want more value and you want to know more about NORSEE and how you can get involved. And we are going to talk about those things through the life of this channel. This is what we are interested in: flying, fixing, saving, continuing. I can't fly unless I have an airplane to fly. I can't have an airplane to fly unless I have parts to fix the airplane. I can't have parts unless someone's making the parts. I can't put the parts on the airplane until I have an A&P to install the parts. So we are trying to do all of these things in general aviation. And I need you to have a basic understanding of the things that we're going to continue talking about on this channel. Okay, thanks, bye.